go, here we go. Tuesday night Knicks. Well. Do not change that dial because the New York Knicks have won again. Yes, they have won again, ladies and gentlemen. First time winning back-to-back games since November. Trailed by as much as 15 points in the game against the Orlando Magic. Never led in a game against the Magic all year long. A fourth quarter surge by some likely heroes and some unlikely heroes, J. Ellis.
Yeah.
Who you want to call to the stage first, man? Who you want to call to the stage
Oh
first?
my God. My name, he's almost my name. So he's not quite an Ellis, but I'm gonna call Ellenson to the stand right now.
Henry, who?
Whose man's is this?
Whose man's is this?
That's us? Who, that's us?
I gave him a nickname already, man.
What's the nickname? Day one, he got a nickname?
He's got a nickname, man.
What's his nickname?
We said he was a poor man's Porzingis. So his name is Kristaps Porzingis with 2 O's. Kristaps Porzingis, come to the stage.
Oh man.
Hey man.
I heard King Henry. That's the one I heard.
All right, King Henry, not bad. King Henry, not bad.
Prince Henry.
I'm going Kristaps Porzingis with a double O.
Double O.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, listen, J. Ellis, let's put the tank aside and whether this was good or bad for the tank, and let's just talk about the game, man. Give me your takeaways on tonight's comeback victory by these young scrappers, these young Knickerbockers, man.
Man, first and foremost, Henry. I don't know where he came from. Thank God the Pistons had a stacked team and didn't know what to do with this guy because he landed right in our laps.
Yeah.
This is a Fizdale guy, 6'11" guy who can handle the ball and shoot. And we didn't see any of this the first game, but I guess it was the jitters of being with a new team.
Facts.
But he definitely brought it. The 3-point shooting was great. The passing, like he had a play where Henry, where JJ cuts to the basket. He passes the ball between two Magics on the dot for a reverse layup.
Yep.
And then he's stealing the ball. He's shooting. He's dribbling the ball up the court like he's a point guard. Like where does this guy come from?
Yo, give credit where credit is due, man. He played well. Another scrap off the scrap heap by Scott Perry. 3 for 6 from downtown. Puts in 13. Yo, the last shot, man, the dagger shot that put us up 4 points in the fourth quarter. I mean, who is this kid? Who is this kid, man? Henry Ellenson, ladies and gentlemen. But the fourth quarter comeback, J. Ellis, was sparked by ISO Zoe. Give credit where credit is due. Another solid game from ISO Zoe. He chipped in with, I believe, 18 points on the night. Got us off to a good start. Good start by ISO. And the future is now. Mitch, please. Money Mitch was sensational tonight, bro.
Oh, my God.
Absolutely sensational tonight. 17 points, 14 rebounds. He said he wanted to average 6 blocks, J. Ellis, and guess how many blocks he had tonight? 6 blocks.
6?
Talk about Mitch tonight, man. We're gonna get to ISO, but Mitch was the star of the game tonight, man. Talk about Mitch tonight, bro.
Oh yeah, that's a fact. That is a fact. Mitch was a man amongst boys. Listen, Fizz. This is what I'm gonna need you to do. At the start of the game, do not, I repeat, do not have Vonleh playing center anymore. Please stop it.
It's not even necessary at this point.
It's not necessary. And I know the man, the Vonleh playing defense from 1 through 5 is a myth.
Yeah,
it's fake news. It doesn't work.
Vonleh is definitely with the tank. If you
yeah, and I'm not saying he can't play defense. I'm just saying he's too small to play defense against center.
Yeah,
Mitch should have been starting from the jump.
Yeah,
and as soon as Mitch got in the game changed.
Game changed.
Period. So much so that Fizz did not want to pull that man out.
Yeah.
Mitch had to pull himself out.
True.
Mitch had to point to the bench like, hey, dog, I'm good right now. Like, I need a breather.
Yep.
And so kudos to Mitch for making Fizz realize you're here. I wonder what's going to happen next game if Mitch is going to be starting, because that man probably needs to start right.
I mean, how can he not, man? How can he not? 17 points, 14 boards, 6 block shots, and 4 steals on top of that. Four steals. He threw a guy into the first row, which I was proud of. I forgot who that was. Somebody, number 25 in the Magic. He blocked his shot. My man flew into the cameras. That was excellent. Very vocal out there. Goon Squad Mitch was out there tonight.
Definitely was out there in effect.
Yeah.
And that's three steals.
Three steals. I mean, this kid was unbelievable, man.
You know what's happening, CP? Mm-hmm. Reputation. You know, we talked about reputation. When you have a reputation as a shot blocker, you can smack somebody in the face and get away with it every once in a while.
Facts. He's starting to garner that respect, man. He's starting to garner that respect, because I even saw, like, late in the game, Fournier was scared to take it to the hole. You know, he was driving to the hoop, saw Mitch and pulled it back out to reconsider. Aaron Gordon felt the wrath. And don't get me wrong, listen, Aaron Gordon beasted, Vucevic beasted. Jonathan Isaac had his moments. You know, that was the reason why they pretty much dominated us for 3 quarters. But Mitch held his own, man. Mitch held his own, man. They all caught it.
Man. Game ball goes to Mitch, without a doubt. He was one of the biggest contributors to this win. Yeah. I love this kid, man.
Absolutely.
I love this freaking kid. If you want to give our coaches some props for developing these guys, because you're starting to see some corners being turned with some of these guys, and Mitch being one of the main ones.
Yep.
And ISO too, because I know you touched on ISO before. Mm-hmm. Newsflash, ISO has a left hand now. Please beware.
He's developing. That left hand is developing, man.
He's gone left like 4 times today and it worked. Shot 80% today.
Hell
and he stared that comeback, dog. He stared that comeback.
ISO, the aggressiveness in the fourth quarter, I think, really set a tone. Like you said, he's going to his left hand. Strong drives, strong finishes. I think from the first half to now, he's a lot more patient.
Yep.
In his offense, in his ISOs and what he wants to do.
Yeah.
I think he's a lot more patient with it. He's not forcing the issue as much as he used to in the first half. Thought ISO played great, man. ISO played great.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And you know what? Who else too? Like,
hey, say the name, because
altar, man.
I feel like he watches the show, JL.
And then I left the altar.
I feel like this guy you talk about. I feel like he watches the show, and that when he hears the criticism, he bounces back, because this is 2 good games for this guy you about to name right now.
Moody 8. I'm gonna change his name, because we have ISO Zoe. ISO Moody 8 came in the game.
Yep.
And he changed the game again. When things started to get out of control and the Magic started to pull away, he just goes to a spot, pulls up, makes a shot calmly, and then runs to the other side.
Yeah.
He just seems like a calming force. And you know what? Maybe he's suited more for a backup role. We always thought we didn't like that he doesn't pass. Right? That was the big thing. Like, he showed that he can pass, but then he doesn't seem like he wants to pass anymore after December.
Yeah, facts. Well, once Dennis Smith Jr. got here, it was attack mode Moody, man. Straight up.
Exactly.
Straight up. I mean, listen. Go ahead.
No, so maybe he's better off coming off the bench than Chucky.
Maybe, man. But listen, 19 points, 8 rebounds, cut the turnovers down. Only 3 dimes. But I thought, fourth quarter, once again, I thought Moody was a part of the action, man. How about this fourth quarter lineup? First of all, the bench outscored the Magic bench 75-5.
Whoop!
75-5. And when Fizz puts his all-tank lineup out there with John Jenkins, who was on a 10-day, now signed to a regular deal.
Word, JJ, what up?
Henry Ellenson, a.k.a. Kristaps Porzingis, who's on a 10-day. You had ISO Zoe out there, who's undrafted. You had Money Mitch out there, who's a second-round pick. and you had Moutier out there who's a reclamation project, and they led a 17-point turnaround in the fourth quarter, coming from down 12 to winning by 5. Give credit, man.
At one point, he had Luke Cornett in when he was trying to res Moutier.
Yeah.
And now you're looking, you got 3G Westchester Knicks out there kicking the Magic down the road.
Keeping the Magic down. You know, a Magic team that's trying to make the playoffs.
We're stealing all the Magic.
Magic team that's trying to make the playoffs, man. So, listen, man, whether you're with the tank or you're not with the tank, the Garden was electric. The crowd gave these kids a standing ovation. You know, implications aside, JL, it's just another one. Where are you on this? How do you feel about this win tonight?
You know what? We are still the second worst team in the league. We still have a 14% chance of winning. You know, let the young fellas feel good. Let the young fellas feel good. It's good that the young guys are developing. It's a different tank from last season. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We was one of those games at the end of last season. We had Jared Jack, Michael Beasley. You know, these guys taking all the minutes. We went in these games, with the exception of Moutier, everybody else is slated to be here next season.
For the most part, yeah.
So I would like to get Zion. I would like to stay in the bottom, but you know what? If they're gonna win, they're gonna win. I'm just gonna also root for the Cavs to win.
Facts. All right. So we can walk and chew gum at the same time.
Exactly.
I feel you. I mean, listen.
Let's go, Cavs.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that's where I'm at too, man. You know, listen. I don't willingly root for them to lose. When they do lose, I'm like, all right, it's cool for the tank. When they do win, I'm proud, man. I'm proud to see these young guys ball out. I'm proud to see Mitch bring some fire, bring some energy, bring some toughness, bring that goon mentality to this team that we sorely need. And to see him really form with, that confidence, man. He's coming night and day from the first half to the second half. I mean, how many fouls did he finish with tonight? 3 fouls, J. Ellis. Remember he was so foul prone in the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
3 fouls he finished with tonight. Playing so much more discipline and with so much more confidence. When you watch these games every night, man, I mean, it's hard not to be happy to see them, fight and put a win together. You know what I mean?
It's impossible. It's impossible not to be like, because we sit here every day, every game. Man, it's like therapy here. We trying to cheer everybody up.
Facts.
Trying to cheer myself up. Trying to remember, he's a rookie. He's a second year. This is part of the process.
Yeah.
You want to take some steps in the process and feel good about this coaching staff.
I agree.
And these players. You know what I mean?
I agree, man. I agree. So, with that, those are our takeaways, but this is the show for the diehard Knicks fan. If you're a diehard Knicks fan, this is the home for you. This is where we talk about Knicks news, Knicks rumors, and post-game live fan reactions after every game. If you're a diehard Knicks fan, make sure you hit that subscribe button below and the notification bell. Whether you're watching on KnicksFanTV, whether you're watching on the Nick of Time show, subscribe to both channels. To both channels. CP from the KnicksFanTV, my man J. Ellis from the Nick of Time show. First call of the night. Do you know who? Julian. Let's patch Julian in here and get his thoughts on tonight. And here we go. Julian, what's good, bro?
What up, CP? What up, J. Ellis?
How you doing, man? How you feel,
how
bro?
y'all feel about tonight? Hey, I felt, tonight, I was like a little nervous from the start because they were really giving us the business for like the first, 6 minutes.
Yeah.
And, lo and behold, I know everyone called this before the game. Henry Ellenson was an impact player off the bench for the New York Knicks.
Yep.
And, you look at this kid. I remember watching him at the Big East tournament at the Garden at Marquette, and I was like, oh, this kid's all right. He's better than a college player.
Mm-hmm.
But then for like the next 2 years, he just disappeared off the map because Detroit is a terrible franchise.
Facts.
And, this kid, he's an excellent shooter. And Scott Perry needs to stop pulling these rabbits out of his butt. It's really annoying.
Yeah.
No, wait. No, his name is Ninja P.
Ninja P, right?
His name is Ninja P.
Ninja
He
P.
will trade you in the dead of night when you're not looking, and he will kidnap your best player.
Scott Perry,
right
stealth mode.
Eyes, all right?
Stealth mode Perry, man. Yeah, man. I mean, listen, Julie, you know, like we just talked about it. You know, I'm with the tank. I'm all for finishing in the bottom three. Like I said, I'd rather, if it all comes down to it on May 14th, I'd rather be picking 5th than 7th at the worst case scenario. But at the same time, you know, I'm proud to see when Mitch is dominating. You know, I'm proud to see when ISO steps up, when our young guys step up and fight and claw back in front of the Garden crowd, and the Garden crowd is giving them a standing ovation. I can't. It's against human nature to go against winning and seeing the team win.
Oh yeah.
And couple that with LeBron's crying,
Yeah.
that is great.
Yeah. And LeBron is in peril right now.
Oh yeah. I want us to beat them. What is it, in March?
Yeah.
I want us to beat them.
March 17th.
But yeah, so that brings me to my next point, which is, you know, at the beginning of the season, this might have been weird to say, but pretty sure Mitchell Robinson is the best center in the tri-state area. I think we can say that safely.
Jared who? Jared who?
Yeah, I don't even know what that.
Jared who? Get out of here! This is Mitch's town.
Yeah, man.
You know Jared Allen's out here. We
Oh,
don't run with Jared Allen. This is Mitch's town, man.
We get Subway.
Come on, man. This is Mitch's town. Mitch, please, 6 blocks. Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Over it.
This kid is ridiculous.
Oh yeah.
6 blocks and 3 steals, and he had a double-double.
You
cannot ask for much more You cannot ask for much more from a 20-year-old who just came out of high school, basically.
Yeah.
You know, he's unbelievable, and all the credit in the world. You know, I'm becoming to like come around on this Scott Perry guy. He, in my opinion, right now, I know there's a few other guys that are up to this, but if the Knicks next year, if they have an excellent year, I think he should get Executive of the Year. If everything goes right for us,
yeah, I mean,
the
why
way,
not?
You know, most of us to dream. I mean, you look at it. He finagled the Mavs to get rid of the contracts and trade Chingus.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he did that. He had one of the best draft years in Knicks history last summer. And then to top it all off, you know, if everything goes according to plan, he gets the number 1 pick. He goes with the smart decision. And he gets KD and Kyrie, and we're you know, NBA champions. So
yeah,
you know, looking at it like that, it's hard to see like anything else. And you know, obviously tonight I got to stay positive, but if there's one thing that I have to harp on is why is Dennis Smith Jr. not playing in the fourth quarter?
Well,
you know, I know Fizz.
Yeah,
he's going with the hot hand, and Moutier had a nice game tonight. But is it a conditioning thing? Because like you look at it, a lot of the players like Moutier in the first half, he looked gassed. Like when he first came in, he was like gasping for air, and DSJ was kind of similar when he started out the game. So I don't know if it's coming off the All-Star break. I don't know if it's too many dinners with J. Cole for DSJ. But he's got to get
too much fried chicken.
His conditioning right.
Get off the Bojangles.
I mean, you know, it's just a case of he's riding with the hot hand, J. Ellis. I mean, you know, last couple of games we've been crying for DSJ, but how can you go against, you know, if you're trying to win the game?
Yeah.
I mean, Moutier's been contributing, man. You know, for better or for worse, whether you like it or not.
Yeah, man, I agree with you. Like,
yeah, no.
Like the game before, Moutier when DSJ had it going, Biz rode with DSJ. When he was dissecting the Spurs up like a science project.
Fact.
Today,
appreciate the call, Julie.
He went with Moutier because like you said, that's where the high hand was going. That's the team that was leading the comeback. So I don't knock it. I don't knock him. I'm not.
I mean, listen, don't get me wrong. I'm with seeing as much DSJ as possible. I still believe there's a future. I still believe that Moutier is on the outside looking in terms of returning. But, you know, the coach is coach. You know what I'm saying? And coaches and players, whether we, you know, think that they're tanking or not, clearly he was trying to win. And, you know, Moutier past couple of games has been playing well. You know what I'm saying? You got to give credit. You got to give credit, man. But appreciate the call, Julian. Let's go to the BX, Jay Ellis. Let's go to Charles from the BX. Wants to talk about the game in general. Charles, what's going on? He's a new caller, Jay Ellis. Welcome to the show,
Yeah,
Charles.
what up, man?
What's up, baby? What's up, man? What's up, CP? What's up, Ellis?
Chilling, Charles. How you feeling, bro?
Hey, man, I'm a big fan of you guys, man. I've been watching you guys from the beginning, and I'm just, I'm proud of you guys, man. I'm just proud of you guys, man, for real, man. This is a great thing, man.
Thanks a lot, man. Keep supporting us, man.
Hey,
Keep supporting us. Thanks a lot.
Definitely. Thank you guys for speaking here. Hey, I just wanted to touch on, you know, tonight's game a little bit. I didn't really get to check out most of the game. I've seen the highlights.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I just like where we at, man, right now, man. It's just this young movement is where it's at right now, you know. And I mean, either way we look at it, I feel like we're in a good position, man, going into next year. You know, I mean, we might not get KD or, you know, I mean, hopefully we do, you know, but I mean, we might, you know, whoever we get, we're going to be in a solid position, you know. I mean, that's really what it is. And I'm loving. I mean, I heard the last caller talk about Moutier, man.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if we can figure out a way to keep the two, you know, I like the two. We need two solid guards, you know. And I know Moutier probably wants to get paid next year, but
right.
man, I mean, you know, if we can maybe hold on to him, I mean, you know, I would love that, you know, with Dennis Smith and Moutier. Those are two guys I wanted to draft, you know what I mean, the last couple of years. I mean, I didn't really, you know, no Porzingis and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I don't know what you guys think about that.
On the Moutier point, I don't think the chat will agree with you. But,
yeah, I know.
But he is playing well.
The kid is still young.
Yeah, he is. He's still young, but you know, it's going to be a costly acquisition to bring him back. And you know, I think they're gonna look at Kyrie Irving, but then I see DSJ as being that backup plan. So I don't see Moutier really fitting into the plans at the cost. You know what I'm saying, JLs?
Yeah, I agree. With you. It really depends on free agency, man.
Yeah.
Like, it really depends. Like, if we whiff in free agency, then everything else might be on the table at that.
Yeah, you never know. I mean, you never know how these guys view Moutier. Clearly, the coach loves him. You know, and we know that.
Right.
We know that much. So, you know, we could sit here and prognosticate and predict, but you never know. You never know, man. He could surprise you and be back.
I mean, he's definitely developed this year, man.
Go
ahead, JLs.
I wonder if this performance keeps up. If he has a February, March like he did in December, I wonder if everybody's mind is going to sway back to the other way. You know what I'm saying? Because the end of December came, everybody was kind of getting back on the Moutier bandwagon a little bit. January came through, and everybody jumped off the ship. Yeah,
it's true.
So I wonder what happened in March.
It's true.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest, man. I mean, I've always liked Moutier. I mean, I know he had a couple of bad, you know, had a bad year or so, but I've always kind of had my eye on Moutier, even since he was really young. I mean, he's in this area. He's from this tri-state area.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and like, he's, you know, I'll be honest, man. I mean, I still see something in him. I mean, he might not be, and like I said, I mean, he might not be able to bring him back because of the money. Because I think he's going to get paid. I mean, the way he's looking like he might get paid out there. I mean, people might not like him, but he's a solid guard. He's like 6'5". I mean, he gets any better. I mean, he can start. You know, he can develop. You know what I mean? And I just, you know, I like him. I like DSJ. Mitchell is going crazy right now. I mean, definitely, I'm just loving the roster right now. I mean, we're going to cut down next year. Hopefully, we can bring in 2 veterans. and hopefully that nice draft pick. I mean, we ready to go, man.
I hope so, man.
We ready to go.
Appreciate
I'm hoping
the
I can see
support.
you guys at the Garden.
Yeah, of course, man. And Charles, man, come to the watch party, man. We're doing a watch party on March 15th.
Oh, yeah.
So
you gotta put that graphic up too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna put the graphic up. We doing Knicks Spurs in the city watch party March 15th. Stay tuned. I'll show you guys the details on that a little bit later on. And appreciate the call, Charles. Yeah, I mean, listen, I agree with Charles in that, you gotta like what you see out of the young guys, JLs. You definitely gotta like what you see out of the young guys. You look at Orlando. You look at that Orlando team. Julian brought up Scott Perry and the job that he's done. I mean, that Orlando team was a lot of those pieces was Scott Perry's involvement in the war room and at the table. So Victor Oladipo as well. So I believe it's Oladipo, Vucevic, and maybe Gordon he was there for.
Yeah,
before he went.
Vucevic and Gordon.
Yeah,
and Peyton as well. I feel like Peyton would have turned out if it wasn't for injuries.
Yeah,
but it's remains to see how he does. But yeah, I agree. Man, Mills can draft, man, flat out.
Yeah,
he can draft.
Perry.
I'm sorry, Perry.
Yeah, you just said Mills. You was about to have the chat leave the Nick of Time show, bro.
My bad.
You was about to have an all-out revolt on the Nick of Time show, man, when you said Mills, bro.
My bad. I meant, you know what? I'm sorry. Ninja P. Yes, Ninja P can draft.
You say that M word, man. The chat was about to revolt, bro. Chat was about to revolt, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat once again. Hit that thumbs up button for your boys. We got about over 400 people in here tonight, JLs. Over 400 people in here tonight, man.
Hey, man, Knicks win.
Wait, when the Knicks win, that's when the show turns up, man.
Oh, wait. One more thing, CP.
Yeah.
Your boy Jay Ellis is here for a Knicks win.
Oh, there you go. There you go, man.
There you go.
Yeah, man.
There you go.
You missed the last one, man.
All right.
You missed the last one, man. Yeah, man. Once again, shout out to everybody in the chat. Hit that thumbs up button for your boy. If you guys are new in the chat, give me a hashtag new. I saw somebody say they were new a little while ago. It might have been Mike Morgan. So welcome to the show, Mike Morgan. Welcome to the show, Charles. Thanks for the kind words and the support. Let's go to your hood, JLs. Let's go to Brooklyn and talk to Just. Just wants to talk about the progress of the coaching staff and free agency. Just, what's good, bro?
Yo, CP, Jay Ellis, what's going on, fellas?
Good, man. How you feeling, bro?
I'm feeling good, man. Yo, tonight was a major win. We went back-to-back, and I'm happy to say that first and foremost, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely, man. But I feel like the future is very bright. We got to give a lot of credit to what the coaching staff has done as far as Dotson, Tribb, Mitch, Knox to a certain extent. I feel that if we were to possibly to get these two free agents, whoever they may be, we don't necessarily need that number one. If we get that 1 through 5, we're going to be good. We got a lot of talent, man. How y'all feel about that?
Well, I think that's the goal. You know what I'm saying? That's the goal is to get those two max free agents and at the same time have these young guys get to a point where they're ready to compete with these two max free agents. You know what I'm saying, JLs? Because I keep saying that the clock for KD and Kyrie Irving and the clock for these young boys as it is right now is that they're not on the same level. You know what I'm saying? These kids aren't ready to win now. They're showing you flashes. They're showing you potential, but they're not yet ready to win now. And so I don't want to see us going after these two max free agents and then getting rid of everybody to try to get Anthony Davis in here and do some fool's gold, win now stuff. Because I don't see that being sustainable.
Correct.
Go ahead, JLs.
It's funny because the guys who are here that I feel like might be ready by next season might be Mitch, Trier, and maybe Jordan. Jordan. But I feel like those guys might actually be ready or like close to being sufficient,
right,
holding it down for next year. Dotson may be on a bubble. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Maybe Moot. I don't know.
Yeah.
I got another question for y'all.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Yeah, man. So I feel we do got two good young prospect point guards. We got Moutier right now. We got DSJ.
Mm-hmm.
I feel that if we were to possibly get a Kyrie, I feel like one of those two guys would be all right backing him up. Which one would you guys go with? I'm going with DSJ.
Well,
going with DSJ.
Yeah. I mean, DSJ's the only one, under a cheap contract for them, and just appreciate the call. Yeah, I mean, DSJ all day, DSJ all day. Absolutely. Absolutely, JLs. But that's the only thing I'm leery of, man. And just brought up that point with the free agents is like, as much as I would welcome, Kyrie and Kevin Durant together, not just one, not just Kyrie by himself. Definitely don't want that. But I would welcome them together. It's kind of like you bought that Ferrari, but you really couldn't afford it. So like, yeah, you looking hot, but like you kind of broke still. You know what I mean? You get what I'm saying, JLs? Because it's like,
I see what you're saying. I mean, looking at, you want to have more than two people to kind of carry this team to victory. We're not sure if we have enough pieces. I mean, like, that's why the faster we develop these guys, the better, man. Like, if we get, like, it would help if they decide to take like a smidge less, to get. But we already know that convincing Kevin Durant to do something like that.
Yeah, you're not gonna do it. He's done it too many times.
Yeah,
he's done it. He's done it twice already.
Yeah, but like to actually build a team around them, it would definitely help.
Yeah,
especially considering that 49% of the league is free agents next season.
Yeah.
So like you can eat like, Kev, who do you want? Him, and him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, we want him to take a little bit less so we can pay him down.
Take a little bit less, That's what the Heatles did, man. We could be the Heatles, baby.
Exactly.
We could be rock stars.
Let's just go. You don't want to just come to New York just to flop.
That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. Shout out 03 Mets in the building. He's new. He's new in the chat. Shout out Brendan the Great. Shane Hall says not so new. Ayo Pal says Henry Ellenson, # new.
Henry, I had somebody who actually made like a Moutier, fake Moutier name. Dennis Emmanuel Moutier Smith Jr.
Dennis
new.
Emmanuel Smith Jr. Moutier. Let's go to let's hear from Fred Hardaway. Fred Hardaway in the building.
Hey.
He thinks it's over for Frank. Fred, how you feeling, bro?
What's good, fellas?
How you feeling, Fred?
What's up, man?
What's good, y'all?
Chilling.
I'm good, bro. I just wanted to tell, like, when I hear callers talk about, no way we keep Moutier got to prove so much more.
Mm-hmm.
He's already proven to me he's better than Frank Ntilikina. Like, people got to understand that Moutier was something in Denver. Like, we holding on to Frank, and what we've been able to get from Moutier and DSJ off the rip, this is their first years here.
Mm-hmm.
And I understand that it's a new system for Frank, but the output,
So let me play devil's advocate with you here. Let me ask you the devil's advocate question that people have always asked is if you're sold on Moutier after his reclamation project, how come you bailing on Frank so early?
Because what are we getting from Frank? Like, if they play the same position. Frank is obviously the better defender. Moutier is a playmaker, and he can finish, and he's picking up also a decent jump shot. And I know Frank, I'm not saying Frank can't shoot. The problem with Frank has always been confidence. I was always a proponent of Jeff Hornacek holding Frank back. But another thing where Frank has not evolved is I never understood why he never went to the G League. Like, he could have went to the G League and really developed his game. But to wake, and I think something needs to wake Frank up. And there's other teams interested in him. Like, I'm not saying there's no value in Frank, but he's our most expensive commodity, and we don't know what to do with him. Moutier could be cheaper, especially if he wants to win, and the Knicks are in position to be able to win next year. And then the market being as flooded at his position anyway, he should just stay with us off the rip, just to have a chance to also, and then get that payday. Because next year you're gonna have real shit. Just look at the grade 2 point guards that's gonna be out there.
Mm-hmm.
Moutier hasn't done that much to convey a contract, but Moutier has outperformed Frank and DSJ. And we talk about Frank's defense. Like, DSJ hasn't been here a minute. He hasn't been here this long, bro. And I'm seeing him take over games defensively sometimes. I know his shooting is is like at the free throw line is frustrating or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But what you've gotten from Frank, you can't tell me what has Frank actually done here.
Yeah.
What has he, like, everybody's holding on to something we're still yet to see.
I agree. He's not
And I'm not
wrong,
saying he don't got it. I'm not saying he don't got it. I'm just saying he needs something. I think he would be better in San Antonio. At first, I didn't want him to go. That's why I wanted to hold on to Frank, because I'm like, there was the discussions of throwing in Tony Parker for Frank. I'm like, I want to hold on to Frank because if Pop sees something in him, I don't want him to pop off.
Right.
So this year, before the injury, what really happened? The Knicks were still losing. Like, Frank is not really that exposed. He's just learning now to be confident to go to the basket and stuff like that.
Yep.
DSJ is doing this stuff off the rip.
It's true, man.
Off the rip, bro.
It's true, man. And
it,
oh, my fault.
Keep him is Dotson. Dotson has been balling.
Yeah.
Where is Frank going? Like, and we know Dotson ain't gonna probably need number 2 next to start number 2 next year. But you got Dotson, you got you here.
Mm-hmm.
Frank, where's Frank gonna play?
Okay.
Udier is obviously the better option.
What do you think, Jails? Is it over for Frank? What's your gut telling you right now? What's your gut telling you in the chat? I see people. I see somebody in the chat said Frank is a dark-skinned Jared Jeffries.
Yo.
They said he's a dark-skinned Jared Jeffries, Jails.
That's madness. That's madness.
Your thoughts? Oh, man, them Jared Jeffrey days was some suffering, boy.
Oh, man.
Them like Jared Jeffrey days was some suffering, bro.
Oh, man. Like, I'll say this. I don't know what's going to happen in the offseason. Because the offseason, like I said, depending on what happens in the offseason, kind of dictates what's going to happen with Frank and Moutier. I really don't know what the hell's going to happen. But I do know the rest of this season, Frank getting minutes doesn't seem likely to me, and it doesn't even seem. I'm not sure what the point is at this point. Is like I feel like at least for the remainder of the season, he's like it's too much ground to kind of make up at this point. And not to say he doesn't have a future, and I always believed in Frank, and I always will believe in Frank, just like the caller said. But the timelines right now are a little different, and the point guard depth right here has gotten a lot thicker since Dennis Smith Jr. has gotten here.
Yeah. I mean, it's listen, my whole thing is I don't want to see this early lottery pick become a bust. That's why I've been holding on. You know, Fred asked why I've been holding on so long. You don't want to see that be a bust. You don't want to be proven wrong on the pick. You know, we got Dennis Smith Jr. as a I guess consolation prize. You know, we didn't get Donovan Mitchell, but. Listen, I don't know how much longer they can wait around, because to me it's always a next man up league. Look what ISO did. ISO pushed everybody down on the depth chart. He pushed Trey Burke out of here. He made Trey Burke expendable, right? He affected Frank's minutes.
And Frank got bad luck, man, because right before he went down, you started to see signs that he was going to trend back up.
Yeah.
And then he got injured.
And he's not playing Thursday. They said he won't practice tomorrow.
Yeah, so it's like right now, how many games we have left? Like 22 games left so far.
Roughly,
so with 22 games left so far, I don't see him leapfrogging Dennis Smith Jr. and Moutier. Yeah. And I don't see him leapfrogging Alonzo Trier. I don't see him leapfrogging. I don't know. Like the only way I would see, and to me, I've been saying this before. It doesn't even make sense for me for Dotson not to start.
Right.
Because I feel like DSJ
or not to play rather.
Or not to play, because DSJ needs room.
Yeah.
He needs somebody to hit that 3 consistently. So it just doesn't, to me, doesn't make sense, right?
Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know, Chad. I don't know, Jay Ellis, man. I've always thought that, you know, from going back to last year, from bringing Jared Jack in here, from bringing Trey Burke up, for trading for Moutier on top of drafting Frank. Then you brought in DSJ. Then you get ISO in here. I don't see them really, you know, having much confidence in Frank. The other day, I keep harping back on his Fizdale interview the other day. He had no idea what position Frank is. He doesn't even know. So, you know what I'm saying? I think I think he's confusing, he's perplexing everybody, not just us, but the coaching staff as well. They don't know where to put him. They see the potential in him on the defensive standpoint, what he could be, the versatility that he could bring. Maybe this just isn't the right system for him. Maybe he's still early. I just don't know. But he's got to get healthy first. He's got to get healthy first.
Yeah, like to me, his best position here would be point guard. But with DSJ here and Moody playing the way he is, where are you going to find it? And then it's like, all right, well, we'll put him at shooting guard and small forward. I feel like putting him there.
It didn't work. It didn't work that well.
It didn't work that well. Like we said before, Kadeem Allen is kind of what we want Frank to kind of be.
Mm-hmm.
Kadeem Allen, right now, he wasn't super flashy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He had his little teardrop, and he shot the three well, and he was aggressive going to the hole, and he was aggressive going to the hole and kicking it out. And that's kind of what Frank's best case scenario is right now. But I just don't see. I don't see him. I don't. It just doesn't make sense to me to have him in right now.
I don't see it. I don't see it, man. Let's see what the chat thinks. I see the chat going all over this thing. Shout out to everybody in the chat once again. Hit that thumbs up button for you boys. Hit that subscribe button as well. Somebody had asked what the Spotify link is. All the links are in the video description. If you're following on KnicksFanTV, all the links to the podcast information are in the video subscription. Or if you just go on Spotify and you search for KnicksFanTV, you'll find it. If you search for what's yours on Spotify, JL? It's Nick of Time Show.
Yep, the Nick of Time Show.
The Nick of Time Show. This show in particular will be on the KnicksFanTV on Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, and Stitcher. Just search for KnicksFanTV. Very easy to find. Let's see what the chat thinks. True Story says he's not consistent. So Shane International says, why is Kadeem Allen in the doghouse? He's not in the doghouse. He's just on a two-way contract, so they don't want to waste all his days just yet. I'm sure he'll be back at some point. Yeah, man. Henry says he's rooting for Frank. Paul Quick says he's a terrible point guard. Marlon Small says if Frank comes back shooting greater than 35% from three, we would fall over.
I mean, he was shooting around 40 after January.
Yeah.
He was shooting around 38.
Yeah. Tamoya says, I think this is smokestacks. He said, what are we really trying to hold on to with Frank? Listen, all fair points, man. Randberg says he's an old school point guard. All fair points.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sure. Michael Parker sends us a super chat. He says, I always thought that the Knicks wanted to wait and see how Frank and DSJ play together before they pull the plug on them. Okay. What were you saying, JLs? Appreciate the super chat, Michael. Go ahead, JLs.
What was I saying? I don't know.
You forget. Ace says he was never that good. Well, time will tell, man. He's got to get healthy first. Let's go back to Jersey. Let's go to JR. He wants to talk about the future and free agency. JR, what's your take on the Frank situation, man? How you feel about Frank, bro?
Hey, what's up, guys? Thanks for having me on. I actually think Frank gets the short stick way too much. Way too much. So what it is, I think Frank got like that same type of position, like Draymond, for instance. He's not like a franchise player where he's going to be the first person on where you're going to see him and see him shine.
Mm-hmm.
But you put pieces around him. You put pieces around him that's actually nice. And all of his talents are going to be on display. Like, if you look at everybody's strengths on the squad, you think about Mitch, he's like an elite rebounder. He's an elite blocker. If you got KD on the squad, he's going to be an elite shot maker. KD is pretty much elite in every single category. You got Kyrie on the squad, he'd be elite, an elite shot taker, shot maker, elite off the dribble, elite handle. We don't have any guards really on the squad that are elite defensive players other than Frank. That is literally one thing that he can hold his hat on. But you look at other players, if you look at Moutier, for instance, he's average or above average in certain different things. He's not really excelling in one field in particular. But there's one thing that Frank could hold his hat on, and that's going to be playmaking. He's definitely an underrated playmaker, and he's definitely like elite defender. especially
I would
for
say
his
he's
position,
I would say
whether
he's
that's
above
point
average
guard.
defender. I wouldn't necessarily say elite. He kind of fell off a little bit this year. I would say he's above average. I wouldn't put him as elite though. He could be.
The only reason I put him as elite and no, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say the only reason I put him as elite is because Fizdale's substitution patterns be throwing people all out of whack. So if you look at his rotations, he don't actually really play a lot of people for over 30 minutes other than Kevin Knox really on a consistent basis. Mm-hmm. But if you actually watch Frank when he's actually like playing against whether it's the opposing team starting point guard or opposing twos, threes, fours, in terms of how he's locking down positions, no matter who you put him on, that is consistent. They're not just like literally tearing them up.
JLs, get your point.
You look at other people like Trier or somebody else like that, they might take them off the dribble.
All right, hold on. Go ahead, JLs.
I kind of feel like he was the best pick and roll point guard last season, right? Better than everybody in the league. So you can't take that away from him. The one-on-one, I felt like he was getting blown by a lot this season though. But on the other front, he was an elite pick and roll defender, and I felt like it fell off this season only because of the people we have to play pick and roll defense with.
Yeah,
for the most part. But I do feel like he guarded other. I felt he guarded other areas well, like the shooting guards, small forwards, even sometimes power forwards. But one-on-one, the point guards, he wasn't able to handle as much as I wanted to. But pick and roll defense is still there. His help defense is still there.
Yeah.
And his ability to just kind of switch and guard threes and twos and sometimes fours were there as well.
JR, what's your points on free agency?
It was a mix between free agency as well as the draft. Mm-hmm. So the way that I look at it, wins like these, I mean, while they hurt when you thinking about the number one pick, if you're thinking about the future, for instance, like if you like Kevin Knox, if you like Mitch, if you love Trier and all these guys, and you don't want to see them get traded for AD, this is a win. Because the closer that we get to a 6 pick, a 7 pick, that's the further away that we get from actually being able to trade that pick and package them players with to get somebody like an AD. Right. So they're more likely to actually be here next year the further away that we get away from that. So, I mean, that's kind of a win, and that's the way that I'm actually looking at it. In terms of like the tank it's on. But yeah, in terms of free agency, I would definitely, without a doubt, if KD is coming here with anybody, well, not anybody, I wouldn't take like, Tobias Harris or something like that. But like if it's like KD and Kyrie for sure, I think we all good.
Okay. All right. Appreciate the call, JR. Appreciate the call, man. Definitely call back next time.
Word. And for the chat, I have not given up on Frank. I still think he'll be a great player. I'm just not sure if the timelines and the depth at point guard is going to work in his favor here. Like I feel like if he got traded and he had the time to develop, he's going to develop somewhere else. He'll be a pretty good player.
Yeah, I agree, man. I agree. I just don't know if they're going to wait on him. That's what I'm saying. That's
really what it is. I don't know if the Knicks are going to wait on him.
Yeah.
And if there's time to wait on him when he's here right now with Dennis Smith Jr. And who knows what's going to happen.
I mean, look, Nuggets didn't wait on Moutier. That's why he's here. Dallas didn't wait on Dennis Smith Jr. That's why he's here.
Exactly. Like, timelines also matter. Like, even the way we got Ellison, like, Ellison had Tobias Harris and I think Blake Griffin. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You got Tobias and Blake Griffin. Why are you going to play Ellison? Right. You know what I'm saying? And that's how he ended up here. And then when he starts shooting threes and diamond people over here, and you're like, yo, where does he come from? Like if you have talent and you end up in the wrong situation, you're not gonna be able to develop.
Well, he's ours now, Jay Ellis. So tough loss. Kristaps Porzingis, the poor man's Porzingis, is now a New York Knick. Henry Ellenson, come to the stage.
Word.
The Henry Ellenson show. Hey man, he played well, man. Shout out Robert Parrish, Jay Ellis. He sent us a super chat. He said, Robert Super Chat said something about Mitch. He said, hey, Mitch allows the Knicks' imaginations to run wild, man. Gotta agree with him there, man. Mitch has been making this second half of the season worthwhile watching, man.
Oh, he's making it exciting, man.
Absolutely, man. We wanna take a look at the box score, JLs?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it, man. Let me know when you're ready. Shout out everybody in the chat. Give us a thumbs up on this video if you love the show. If you're a diehard Knicks fan, make sure you hit that thumbs up. Best way to support us is subscribing. Hit that thumbs up and share these videos. 3 best ways to do it. Super chats always welcome as well. They come back into the show. But, yeah, man. All right, JL, so let me know when you're ready. Let me get my 3 stars music up.
All right.
And let me know who your 3 stars of the night, man. Let's start it off.
This is the easiest 3 stars in history.
This is an easy one, right?
Number 3. I'm going to give it to... Actually, number 3. 3 or 2.
Think about it.
Number 3.
Yep.
I'm going to give it to newcomer Henry Ellenson.
Okay.
Out here. Picked him up. Pistons scraps. Came out here first game, didn't do much.
Yep.
Second game came out here, gave you 13 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists. What is like...
Yep.
2 steals, filling up the box score, 45% from the field, 6'11", can handle the ball, can pass, can rebound, get steals. Man, hits a dagger 3.
Yep.
Wow, 45%, plus 18 on the night.
Plus 18 on the night.
Sheesh.
Give him his credit, man. 3 of 6 from downtown.
Word.
Absolutely, man. Number 2?
I'm going to go Trier. Number 2.
Mm-hmm.
18 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. The crate, this guy is undrafted. And I know some people are kind of writing him off as like a 6-man. I don't know if that's completely in his future, man. Because I don't think I've seen a Knicks player consistently hit over 60, 70, 80% of the shots.
Yeah.
As I have Trier this whole season, man. Like he shot 80% from the field goal, from the field.
Yep. Sean Shepard will tell you he's a starter. He might be a starting point guard.
I'm not gonna say point guard. I'm not gonna say point guard, but I'm not gonna say he is. I'm not gonna say he is. I'll say that.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say he is. I'm not gonna say he isn't. But he's a damn good player. And somebody can give you 80% on nights. He had a few games at 80%, 70%. You can't ignore that.
Yeah.
Plus 20 on the night. And yeah. That's my
star.
number 2.
Okay.
And I think everybody knows the number 1 is.
Yes, sir.
Money making Mitch.
Let's
6
go.
blocks on the night. Sending it back.
He said he wanted to average 6 jails.
And you can joke. Do you doubt this man? I don't know. Like, listen, this guy played 32 minutes and has 6 blocks. Only thing is keeping him. If he's able to not be injured, 1, and his stamina, if he's able to stop eating McDonald's and get his stamina up, he could probably flirt. I don't know. Like 6 blocks is kind of crazy though. Maybe 3. I think the highest I've seen was like 3.1 or something.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe 3-4.
Listen, man. Mitch says he wants to do it. He's gonna do it. Let's go. I just love his mindset, man.
Hey, I love it too, man.
He's the future, man. Keep this kid. Do not put this kid anywhere near any type of trade talks for Anthony Davis. I'm good. I want Mitch here. I want Mitch to be the franchise center on this team, man. I have no doubt about it.
That's a fact. Oh, I forgot. Okay, I just remember what I wanted to say a while ago.
Yeah.
Man, I'm tired of the league sleeping on our Knicks young core, dog. I'm tired of it. I seen some list like 2 months ago talking about the Knicks young core.
Mm-hmm.
And we're like the 14th best young core. Like, y'all sleeping, basically.
Well, it goes against the narrative, JLs. The narrative is all about free agency and crapping on the Knicks and the tank. They don't want to give us credit for ISO and for Mitch and their play. Don't worry about it. We know what time it is.
Definitely know what time it is.
We know what time it is, man. All right, so that's your 3. My 3, I'm going to go, I'm going to give honorable mention to Moutier. 19 points, 8 boards, 3 dimes, 2 turnovers, 8 of 18 from the field, 3 of 5 from free throws, plus 23 on the night. I thought he helped. He maintained his aggressiveness from the San Antonio game, And I thought, he helped spark that fourth quarter. He was part of that fourth quarter closing lineup. So I'm going to give Moutier honorable mention. Third star, I'm going to go to Henry Ellenson. 13 points, 9 boards, 5 for 11 from the field, 3 of 6 from downtown.
Yeah.
I mean, what more? The guy's got 5 assists, JLs. Assists.
5 assists? What?
Assists.
Yo, this is Fizz's dream lineup right here. 6'11 guys, multiple 6'11 guys. Him and Vonleh. If Vonleh gets back to earth, then Lord.
Facts. So give credit. I mean, the step back 3, I was like, nah, man. This is Kristaps Poor with the 00 Zingis. Until it's 10 days over. This is Kristaps Poor Zingis.
Definitely.
So Ellenson, my third star. Second one, ISO. Definitely ISO. Started that fourth quarter comeback. Had a nasty move, hezzy move. And finished over like 3 players. 18 points, 5 boards for ISO.
He went left, CP, on that move.
He went left. And 9 to 10 from the free throw line. 9 to 10 from the free throw line, 90% there. Had a couple clutch free throws in the fourth. So shout out to ISO. That's definitely my second star. And first star is Mitch, man. First star is Mitch, easily. He's becoming a leader, JL. I just feel like, I don't know if it's the DeAndre Jordan effect, whether you guys want to call it the DeAndre effect or not, but I just feel like he's just getting it. You know what I mean? The confidence is there. The toughness is there. The mental toughness is there. You've seen it with him. Much more disciplined. I've been talking about his discipline coming on as of late. Playing with an attitude, playing with a hunger, playing with a passion. And you could just see it. You could just see it, man. And right now he's just playing off of raw talent, raw ability. Let's put that together. Get some point guards in here that can really get him going with the lobs.
Yeah.
It's going to be a problem, man. You see through my man in the stands. I love that, man.
It looks like the whole team can lob to him now. But definitely give up some credit to our guy.
Yeah.
Fizz kind of mentioned that that Jordan is the reason why he's a lot more vocal right now.
Maybe. Because you even see DeAndre. DeAndre been vocal since he got here.
Oh yeah, that's what he does. He likes to talk. That's for damn sure.
Yeah. And
even I ever heard Fizz tell a story that Fizz was in a huddle trying to give instructions, and cats were talking, and Mitch told everybody to pay attention.
See? I didn't even know that, but I could sense it. I could sense it.
He's developing into a leader. Year one.
Yeah. I could sense the leadership in him, man. You could just see it, man. We gotta build with this guy. He has to be a cornerstone of this team, man. Has to.
I'm with you, man.
Yeah, man. Marquez Louis in the chat says free throws as well with Mitch. 5 or 6. 5 or 6 on the free throw line. So with that being said, is this a 10 rated performance, JLs, in the chat?
A 10 rated performance?
What do you think? I would give him a 9 at least for 6 block shots, man. And,
I give him
win.
a 9.
I give him a 9.
I'll give him a 9.5. There you go.
Yeah, I give him a 9. I definitely give Mitch a 9, man. Absolutely. How about ISO? What do you give an ISO on the night?
ISO?
Yeah. Ace Bez says Mitch is a 10. Natty Solo says it's a 10.
ISO give him the 8.
Okay. 8 for ISO. I think that's fair.
Giving an 8 for ISO.
How about Ellenson?
I'm gonna give him an 8 too. Shoot.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give him an 8 too. Like.
Yeah.
5 assists. 8.
Yeah, and I think timing. I like timing. Even though he only had 13 points.
Clutch 3.
He was clutch. He was clutch. He was clutch in the fourth. I would give Ellenson a 8 as well, along with ISO. I agree with that. Because I think they were clutch, man. And how about Moutier? Moutier, I would give I give him about 7.5 as well. 7.5, 8.
Yeah. I'm with that too, man.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
I'll give Moutier the full 8. Like I didn't put him in top 3, but it really could have been either or. Because in clutch moments of the game when it seemed like the game was going away, Moutier came up, stepped up, did a couple shots calmly, and kept us in the hunt. So.
Yeah.
And I think he might have had did he have the highest plus minus? Hold on.
Who are you talking about?
Moutier.
Moutier had plus 23. John Jenkins was a plus 24. Goes to show you how valuable plus minus is. Because he had 0 points. You know, but I take it in, you know, you got to take plus minus with the other stats.
No, he didn't have 0 points.
No, what do you have? He had 8. He had 8. He had 8 points. All right, cool. Shout out John Jenkins. You know what I mean?
All right.
Yeah, man. So that was our player ratings. Leave your player ratings in the chat. What you guys think about the performance tonight? Omar, we never get to rate Coach Fizz. Omar says Coach Fizz gets a 9.5. How would you see it, J. Ellis?
Oh yeah, he all the right buttons. I'll give him 9.5.
You gotta give him credit when they come back in that regard. He put that lineup out there. They delivered for him. You know, players make the coach look good sometimes. I give Fizz an 8.5, 9. I give him an 8.5, 9. Why not?
Yeah, I'm gonna give him a 9.5.
Yeah, man. Absolutely, man. So that was our player ratings. What you guys think? Leave a comment in the chat. Leave a comment in the video as well. That was the player ratings, and we will get back to the phone calls. All right, JL, let's get back to the phones.
All right.
Who we got here? Delano checking in. What's good, Delano? How you feeling, bro?
Yo, what's good?
How you doing, man? Sound like you smoking on some sticky or something, man. You all right, man?
No, I'm good. Yeah, it's regular day. You know what I mean? I'm at the job right now.
Okay. You're not smoking on the job, are you?
No. I just stepped outside real quick. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, ain't nothing crazy. But, yeah, salute to everybody in the chat and everything, man. I wanted to say, man, it's a great win, great back-to-back win. It felt good. And I'll be honest, I think we needed this because, you know, the 2 times that we played Orlando, we looked bad out there. And, you know, again, Orlando, we didn't even know what they were. You know, we didn't know if there was a playoff team, those on the bubble team, a lottery team. You know, some nights you don't know what you're going to get with them. So you thinking when you see them, okay, well, this could be either as an easy win for us or a debacle. You know what I mean? But we should never look this bad against teams that we just don't know what we facing. And those past 2 times that we played them, yeah, we looked horrible.
Wire losses to the Magic. Never led until that point in the fourth quarter.
Crazy. Insane.
Yeah, so for me, yeah, I'm happy with this win. I'll be honest. I'm gonna tell you one thing I like, and I know everybody was crapping on Dennis Smith Jr. for his defense and all that being shaky. But in the third quarter, I don't know if y'all caught it, but in the third quarter, DJ Augustine got by him. But his recovery time was enough where he had to step right back out, dribble the ball back out from what could have been an easy layup.
Mitch,
I got to commend stuff like that. I got to commend stuff like that. Because, again, I know, you know, steals and blocks is what we go by, but when you look at the game and you see the effort to prevent somebody from scoring what could have been an easy basket, and they had to pull that, you can't just sit there and say, well, he got lucky, or that homeboy played defense. You know what I mean? And DeAndre Jordan's effect on Mitchell Robinson is evident. You're not going to get that. You wasn't going to get that when Ennis Cantor on the floor. You know, so I mean, listen, I was hot when that trade went down. I think this was probably the best thing that happened for the Knicks. As far as the future goes, getting DeAndre Jordan and bringing him in, I wouldn't be. Listen, I was on board with signing Ennis Cantor for the rebounds and the points going in the interior. I'm definitely on board with re-signing with DeAndre Jordan. Maybe another 2 to 3 years or something like that, if we can afford to do it. I'm not going to sit there and give him no crazy contract. But I ain't giving him no crazy contract. But yeah, it was good to see that. Mitchell Robinson, hey, listen, if that boy develop a jumper, We don't even need to look at Anthony Davis no more. We got our own version of him.
There you go. Somebody in the chat said the same thing. Appreciate the call, Delano. JLs, go ahead, get your point in.
Yeah, I feel like Mitch is gonna have a little bit of a jumper. Like, I'm not sure if it'll be Anthony Davis level where he's like, Anthony Davis has the handles with the jumper with the. I don't know if it'll ever be anything like that.
Yeah.
I can see Mitch, having a face up game or like a corner 3 game. I can see something like that happening for Mitch. That's for sure. Also with Dennis Smith Jr., I feel like Dennis Smith Jr.'s like the lapses I have seen in Dennis Smith Jr.'s defense, a lot of it was off ball. The good thing I've seen about his defense though is that's not the first time I've seen him like recover.
Yeah,
I've seen him recover pretty well when he gets beat. It's just when he's aware and he's locked in, he's great. And I'm glad he was locked in and aware for the most part.
Yeah. That's the one thing with DSJ is his focus, right?
Yeah.
It's one thing with DSJ is his focus, man. I definitely agree with you. The focus is definitely there. Shout out Delano once again. Delano was definitely chiefing on the job, JLs. You heard him when I opened the line. He was coughing. He was like,
"Oh yeah,
He had that backwoods cough. You know what I mean? That kickback,
celebratory, man.
Yeah, that kickback. I know that sound, man. I know that sound. He was like, "No, I'm outside taking a break for work." All right, Delano. Man. No doubt, man. Here's a stat from Tommy Beer, and we're gonna have Tommy Beer on the show, JLs, next Saturday.
That's right.
March 9th. Rest in peace, B.I.G. We know what date that is. Rest in peace.
Oh, yeah.
Tommy Beer from Forbes Magazine is joining the show. He's joining us, Jay Ellis.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? The brand is getting stronger and stronger out here. We're getting more and more guests.
We're gonna be on Showtime soon.
You know what I mean? Facts. But so Tommy's quote, his stat on Mitchell Robinson, he says he now has 5 blocks and a double-double in 2 straight games. Per Pro Basketball Reference, there are the only other rookies in the last 30 years with a double-double and 5+ blocks in consecutive games. The Admiral David Robinson, the former Knick Dikembe Mutombo. Mutombo can come to the cookout. I like him.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Shaq, Alonzo, Tim Duncan, Yao Ming.
Company, man.
Company. Every time. Rarefied air every time. Every game, man.
Yeah, what's he going to do next game? When's the next game? Thursday?
Next game is Thursday, JL. We got ladies' night next Thursday, JL.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, we got ladies' night coming. We can be switching it up, switch the vibes up a little bit. We got Trey from the Terry and Trey show coming, and we got Sue York from Knicks Film School coming through to share their perspectives on the team. So that should be fun. I gotta get you those graphics and stuff, JL. So I don't know if you got all their joints.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So yeah, we got them coming along. We're looking forward to it, and Tommy Beer's coming next Saturday, so that's gonna be a good one, man. Action packed, JLS. You know what time it is, man. For those of you that missed our draft show, we had our first early draft. We had Spencer from the Stepien, NBA scout, break down his top 5 prospects so far. If you haven't caught it, the link is in the eye icon at the top right, the show menu. Check that out. He broke down. We had a great conversation. Me, Spencer, and Jay Ellis broke down his top 5 prospects, and we're gonna have him on after the lottery, after March Madness, to get his take as well. So that was a good show as well.
Yeah.
Let's go to LA. Let's go to the West Coast. Carlos wants to talk about the game in general. Carlos, how you feeling tonight, bro?
Yo, what's up, fellas?
Yo, how you feeling, bro?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Normally I wouldn't call in and talk about some of the comments made by another caller, but I gotta call on my man. He made a couple of comments.
Who you want to bring to the stage? What's his name? Air him out. Say his name, bro.
I don't remember his name, but he was the dude that said Frank is an elite playmaker.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think that might have been us. I forgot.
We need to put the right players around Frank for his skills to shine.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. When you talk about building teams around players, you talk about like the best of the best in the league. Like guys like KD, you build around a KD.
Mm-hmm.
You build around a Stephen Curry. You build around an AD.
Yeah. I don't think he meant build around him like as like the franchise player. I think he meant just having the talent to around him to kind of bring out his strengths.
I think he's saying he's a role player.
Yeah. A little bit here, but really, it was a really ridiculous thing to say, man. Because look, obviously with better players, he would look better. I got that. But if he really had real point guard skills, you get a guy like from the G League, like a Kadeem Allen came in here, and he sparkled, man. He made everyone around him better. And you can see it. Like
Kadeem Allen wasn't good last year. That's the other thing about it.
Wait, go ahead, JLs. Hold up, Carlos. Go ahead, JLs. Go ahead, JLs.
Yeah, go ahead.
Here's the thing: Kadeem Allen was on the Celtics last year, and he showed glimpses. But he was cut by the Celtics and sent to the G League. Like he had to get better. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I think that's what people have to kind of remember. That people have to get better from year to year. It's like this year is not 1 year in the NBA or 2 years in the NBA doesn't define who you're going to be for the rest of your life.
True.
So Kadeem Allen was good for the Knicks, and I love Kadeem Allen. He outplayed Frank. But at the same time, doesn't mean Frank can't play well either.
That's true. It's a good point. It's a good point, Carlos.
The way I look at it like this, though, everyone who has played point guard for the Knicks this year has been better than Frank. Like, literally everyone.
Yeah.
And I've seen Moutier, as bad as he was at the beginning of the year, progress this year. He's better now than he was when the season began. Mm-hmm. DSJ, obviously, I didn't watch a lot of Mavericks games, so I don't know. Obviously, they had some issues with him, but clearly they had a better guy to dominate the ball, so he kind of fell by the wayside, and he felt some kind of way about that. I can understand that. Maybe he didn't handle that right. I get it. But clearly, he's had games where he has shown the potential to be a lead point guard in his little bit of time here in New York. It's his second year. I haven't seen Frank get better at anything this year than he was at last year. Actually, I think his defensive rating has probably gone down this year.
Yeah, he took a step back.
To me, an elite defender this year.
No, he's not. He took a step back.
So the one skill that was supposed to be his shining attribute, he hasn't been even as good at that this year.
Have you ever played pick and roll? Have you ever played pick and roll defense before?
He's an elite player.
Go ahead, JLs. Go ahead.
Have you ever played pick and roll defense before?
Carlos, have you ever played pick and roll defense before? JLs is asking.
He said, have I ever played pick and roll defense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Absolutely, young man.
Have you ever played pick and roll defense with somebody who didn't know how to play? Have you ever played pick and roll defense with somebody who didn't know how to play it?
Oh, you mean like Jimmy Hardaway Jr.? Yes. I've had guys like him on my squad. Absolutely.
Because defense is a team thing, right?
Yeah.
Like, you have different types of defense. You have guys who can lock somebody down like a one-on-one. You have guys who can play great team defense. Frank is a team defender, primarily. And he's a good pick-and-roll defender, and he's a good team defender. And those are the things he excelled at.
Yeah.
But when you had, like, he shined a lot more when he had KP and all these other guys backing him up. And he shined a lot more when he had Dotson and Mitch on the team backing him up. So I'm saying, like, when he's playing with Enes Kanter or something, of course your numbers are going to go down. That's
a fair point. That's a fair point, and Carlos, appreciate the call, man. I hear what Carlos is saying. I hear what the Frank doubters are saying.
And it's like, and even like with Kadeem Allen, correct me if I'm wrong, was Kadeem Allen and Rozier on the same team?
They might have been. I hate Boston, so I don't follow them, but I'm not sure.
Like, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe those guys were on the same team at the same time. Mm. So if you saw those guys at the same year, you'd be like, yo, Kadeem Allen is trash. Mm-hmm. He was on the same team as Rozier, and his guys knew he just beat him out. So now he's trash for the rest of his life. No, he comes to the Knicks, and he shows he has some talent. It's like everything. Sometimes, like I said, and the same thing like I said with Ellenson, man. Mm-hmm. Like, if you can have talent and be on the wrong team.
Timing is everything.
But it's the wrong timing.
Wrong time, yeah.
It's the wrong timing.
True.
Victor Oladipo was traded from OKC to the Pacers. When he was OKC, he was better, but he wasn't Victor Oladipo. He didn't have the touches. He didn't have the green light he did when he was with the Pacers. Yeah. With the Pacers, all of a sudden, he's an all-star.
True.
So it's like timing is everything, man. Timing and opportunity is everything. Timing and opportunity can make or break a play.
Yeah, I agree. Listen, I'm still gonna hold that hope. I don't want to see a lottery pick become a bust along the lengthy list of Nick busts in the draft. But listen, I mean, there's not much to talk about right now. Ernesto in New York, he says we should keep the young core and not trade them for AD. Ernesto, how you feeling, bro? Yo, Ernesto.
Hello?
Yo, what you watching on TV, bro?
Hi, how you doing, man?
Good, how you feeling, bro?
What's that?
You had the TV bumping, man. What you watching, bro?
Yeah, I'm sorry about that, guys. Yeah, I just had the computer here blasting. I wanted to make some comments on about the AD trade.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so this is what I'm thinking. I mean, if we trade for AD, basically they're gonna ask for everybody on the roster, starting with Mitch, then Knox and Trier, and possibly Dennis Smith Jr. I mean, they're gonna ask for that plus picks. That is too much.
Yeah, they want
that
Mitch.
Can't happen.
They want
and the
Mitch.
reason why is the reason why is all these guys are locked up on super minimum deals, basically.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So we have right now $75 million in cap space. That's a lot of money. Guess what? That cap space goes out of the window if we trade for Anthony Davis. He's going to make about $30 million. So that leaves us with what? 35 and a depleted roster? Nobody on the roster? No, that's not the way to go. The way to go is we keep all our assets and we just use our cap space. We get players with the cap space that with the cap space that we have available.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. No trade.
That's it.
We are not in that position. We don't have to trade anymore.
That's true.
Keep developing. I mean, they're going to ask for Mitch.
Definitely.
You want to trade Mitch?
They definitely want Mitch. They want to bring that in.
No way.
He's from there. They want Mitch.
You want to trade Trier? I mean, these guys are much. I mean, Mitch is going to make $2 million in the next 2 years.
Yeah.
I mean, that's insane.
Mm-hmm.
For the amount of what he's going to be able to produce. It's insane. I mean, Mitch is going to make like $1.5 million next year and $1.5 million the year after that. I mean, that's crazy. We have to keep him.
True.
Not only him, we have to keep Trier as well.
I'm with it.
I just say, look, hey, keep developing these guys.
Okay.
And just use the cap space to sign players wisely. And guess what? All these kids, we're going to be developing them. And we're going to own their bird rights. Meaning, the cap space that we have now, if we use it wisely, we can always go over the cap to re-sign all our guys.
Absolutely.
So when these guys hit their restricted free agency, we're going to be able to go over that cap and sign them. And I mean, and that's the way to go. I mean, it'll be brutal if we trade all these guys for Anthony Davis plus picks, and then guess what? We don't have cap space anymore. Our cap space drops to like about $35 million. And we have a depleted roster. And who else is going to come here? And then AD is going to probably be walking out of here following the next year.
Yes,
so it's just absurd to me that we're even thinking about something like this. You know what I'm saying? It's absurd.
I appreciate the call, Ernesto. Go ahead, JLs.
Absurd? I don't know. It's absurd.
Yeah, I don't think it's absurd. I think as a GM, if you're going for those two heavy hitters, you got to look at it. The guy's available. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got to see if you could pull a Masai Ujiri and try to get a fleece.
Yeah, man. You got to make the call, man.
You got to make the call.
AD is 25 and top 5 players.
Yeah, you got to make the call. I think it comes down between us and Boston, honestly.
Yeah.
Who gives up their most prized possession? Does Boston give up Tatum? Will the Knicks give up the whole damn team?
Your word.
and whatever pick they get, if it's top 3.
Yeah, if we get the number 1 pick, you should be happy and nervous.
Yeah, yes. You should be happy and you should be absolutely nervous.
Because if that happens, Pelicans might call us.
Yes, sir. No. They're waiting. They're waiting, JLs. 100%. They're waiting on us.
Mm-hmm.
They're waiting on us. I'm telling you.
They're waiting on a few things, yep.
They're waiting on us, man. Appreciate the caller, Ernesto. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Hit that thumbs up button for your boys as we wind down. We got 3 more callers left. Then we'll wrap up the show. Hit that subscribe button, whether you watch on Knicks Fan TV, Nick of Time Show, wherever you're watching. Go to the other side and subscribe, man. If you're on my channel, go to Nick of Time Show. Support Jay Ellis and his podcast. If you're on Jay Ellis' channel, come to Knicks Fan TV, man. It's all coming to the same place. The more of you that we have supporting, the more people we get in the chat, the more people we get on the phones. Makes the channel a lot better, man.
Yep.
All right, as we close out, let's go to Zay from Maryland. He wants to talk about the chemistry between DSJ and DeAndre. Zay, how you feeling tonight, bro?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Good. How you feeling?
Yeah.
Good. I was actually watching the replay of the last show you guys had with Jake on it.
Yeah.
So I have 2 things. One, with that show where he was talking about DSJ and the how it's a low efficient shot for his 2-point shot, and that he needs to expand his range. I feel like even lower efficient shot would be at 0 points if he's breaking threes. So. 1 point I just wanted to make is, I feel like, I think DSJ is doing everything that he needs to be doing right now, and he's slowly developing. And, if he's making 2s and dunking on people, straight committing murder and homicides on the court, let him keep doing that.
Right.
We don't want him to expand his 3 and then he's not making the shots and he looks, inefficient altogether.
That's true.
That was one thing. And my other like big thing is have you guys noticed the difference since Tim Hardaway's gone? All the other people are gone with DSJ and DJ on the court, like just with the team. It just seems like the team plays a lot better together, and like the chemistry of the team period is a lot better because they feed the hot hand. I think that's where we was getting stuck a lot before.
Yeah, and appreciate the calls, eh? The chemistry's there, JLs. I mean, what you think, man? In this short time span, they're definitely playing hard and playing together.
Now the point guard position has been upgraded pretty much, because pretty much what we was having was we had Moutier here who was able to break down the defense, and he wasn't a willing passer past December. And then we had Frank, who was a willing passer, but he can break down the defense only as like a secondary action and not like off the dribble consistently. So now that we have Dennis Smith Jr., who can pretty much break down the defense at will, and he's also a willing passer, which nobody knew. Is like all of a sudden the offense kind of unlocks, and it's pretty much up to the shooters and the finishers to do their job once Dennis Smith beats everybody off the dribble.
He took umbrage to Spike. The whole Spike at the Oscars talking about we're trying to tank. DSJ said, "Yo, we trying to win."
Yep.
He said, "Forget that tanking." He said, "We trying to win." He's another guy along with Mitch that plays with a chip on his shoulder and just carries himself.
No, we got 2 goons. We got 2 goons.
Yeah, I kind of like that.
Yeah, we got 2 goons.
I kind of like that, man. I kind of like.
I don't know them southern boys, man.
Yeah.
Those southern boys. One from Louisiana, one from North Carolina.
Absolutely, man. Will from LI was at the game. He wants to talk about Moutier. Will, how you feeling, bro? How was the vibe at the Garden tonight, man? It sounded real lit in there.
Yo, it was good, man. Everybody was with it. I was really happy to be there, especially to get this win. I don't mind it. My section, everybody was cheering and hollering. It was a good time overall. But listen, man, just seeing Moutier in person, he's not. I'm happy we got the win, and I don't know, man. Moutier, the season can't end enough. He got to go. This guy, every time he went down the court, there was never a thought of passing. I know he ended with like 3 assists, but DSJ did the same amount of assists
Yeah.
with a whole 13 minutes left.
Right.
It's like Moutier is not a pass-first point guard. I don't know if he's doing it for the simple fact that he just wants to stack his numbers and he just wants to look good for whatever team is going to be there. But I don't see he's not passing the ball. It's just ridiculous at this point. Every time he went in, I was like, "Oh, here go Moutier."
I hear that. And Will, your connection's kind of bad, so I got to let you go. But I mean, JLs, they were trying to come back into the game. You know what I mean? So, yes, we did need facilitating, but DSJ finished in 3 of 10 on the night. Moutier was 8 of 18. You know, not the greatest shooting percentage, but still, you know, he still dropped more points than DSJ tonight. I thought, you know, Fitz was just going with the hot hand once again.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like we got the win tonight, so I'm not going to complain too much, but I do understand what the caller is saying and kind of what everybody's been saying about Moutier. Moutier doesn't seem like he's interested in passing. So, like, I get it.
Yeah. Hey, spotlight's on you, man. When the bag is on the line, JL, is what you gonna do, man? You gonna pass that ball, or you gonna try to be Michael Jordan?
Jordan?
You decide, man. You gonna be the hero, or you gonna pass the ball off to Henry Ellenson to steal your shine?
Steve Kerr.
You know what I mean? I'm taking that ball like Carlton did Fresh Prince.
As long as you don't shoot like Carlton.
Facts, man. It's crazy. Like, could you imagine that, man? Like, you got millions of dollars on the line every night, you know, depending on how you play.
That's pressure.
It brings up an interesting dynamic, man.
That's pressure, man. It's like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, Will, your service was choppy. Will, I couldn't. We had to, you know, we got to keep the call quality at a certain, you know, level. Well, Will's our guy, JLs. You know, just call back when your connection's better. My man in the chat said he got the Metro PCS joint. He was on the Boost Mobile burnout joint. Remember the burnout phones, the burnout Nextels and joint? I know you had one, JLs. You definitely had a burnout phone.
Nah, I have no kid.
JLs was the one that at once a month be like, yo, you get a random text like, yo, who this? Yo, this is my new number. Write it down. Okay. you know them types, JLs. You definitely had a couple friends like that. I had so bad.
I definitely had a few.
I had so bad.
Definitely had a few. It's like, what, again?
Could never find a weed man. Like, yo, where you at? Oh, this is my new number. Oh, I didn't tell you. Okay.
Lord.
Yeah, man, them burner phones, man. Burner phones back in the day. We got a couple super chats in. Ace Best says we need New York Goon. Shout out Ace Best for the super chat. Above the Rim says Moutier will not play for another coach. I don't know if that's Above the Rim is predicting that a Moutier Fisdale ticket is here to stay.
Yeah.
I don't know. Nicholas Gonzalez says burners was the ish. Nicholas definitely had a couple. Nicholas had a couple burners. Sneaking them into school when you shouldn't have had them. Tony from Wash Heights joins us. Tony, did you have any burner phones when you was coming up in the game? Did you have any burners?
Nah, man, no burner phones here, man. But I do remember those Nextels, though.
Those Nextel chirps. Chirp. Oh, man, kids these days will never know what that chirp was about, man.
They're going to bring it back. Watch. This is going to be Nextel touchscreen. Watch.
Yeah, man. The rugged joints. Remember the rugged joints? The yellow joints with the ridges in it? Yeah, man. Anyway, Tony, you're closing us out tonight, man. What you think about tonight?
The game was great. Glad we won. When we picked sixth in the draft, remember this week. Back-to-back wins. Can't wait for that. But just real quick, I know it's 12 o'clock. You guys are probably going to close the show out.
Yeah.
Just wanted to talk real quick on Frank, just real fast. He was drafted to be Derek Fisher, not Kyrie Irving. He was drafted to fit the triangle. He wasn't drafted to play this freestyle offense that Fizz runs. So it's like, what more can you expect from the guy? He's a system player. He's not supposed to be this like one-on-one ankle breaker type of dude, which the guards that we have are better at doing that than him. So of course he's not going to shine when you compare him to the guards that we have and the system that we're running right now, and especially that he's so young. But that's just my quick point on Frank. You know, he was drafted by a different regime to fill a different role. And unfortunately for him, we're going in a different direction. And I believe that we're going to end up trading him. As much as I don't want to trade him, we're going to trade him and we're gonna have to sell low on him, unfortunately. And he'll be a good decent role player on another team. That's the way it's looking so far for me. I don't know what you guys think about that.
Yeah.
Right on the head. Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I have no idea, JLs, at this point. What's gonna happen? You know, time will tell what the organization thinks about one Frank Ntilikina, but he has to come out and prove it, though, man. Number one, he's got to get healthy. Number two, he's got to practice better, you know, and show improve in practice. And right now, he's got a mountain to climb. He's got to find his spot, man.
Yeah, I agree with him though. He's more of a system guy. Like he's more of this is the offense.
Yeah,
I'm gonna run this offense, and then like he's more of that guy, not the between the leg. That like he's right, but like I said, I don't know what's gonna happen in the offseason. I don't think he's gonna get any real minutes in the remaining season.
Right.
But I'm not sure what's gonna happen in the offseason though. It really depends on this free agency.
I feel you.
With Frank Moutier, it's a crapshoot.
I feel you, Jay Ellis, man. And on that note, go ahead and close this out, man. Go ahead and close this out.
Oh man, yeah. So just dropped the new podcast. Dropped today. I'm going to drop the YouTube version tomorrow morning, hopefully. So stay tuned for that. Yeah. So you can follow me on all social medias. Links are in the bio. I am on Twitter, Facebook, and also Instagram. And also you can get my merch. Link is in the bio for that as well. Shout out to Alex Collins who bought a Frank T.
Yes, sir.
Yep. nicktimeshow.com/catalog to get yours. And more merch is coming on the way. And yeah, also be sure to if you don't catch the podcast on SoundCloud or YouTube tomorrow, you can also catch it on Spotify, Google Play, iTunes, all that. Google it. Dumbass Syed. Back to you, CP.
Yes, sir, JL's good show, my dude. Good show,
all
man.
right.
Yeah, man. And, hey, good show to all the guys out there that came through. We had almost, like, over 400 people come through. Knicks win again. Back-to-back wins for the first time since November. 108-103. Check me out on social media. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I'm always on. I'm always talking Knicks at KnicksFanTV. Very easy to find. Subscribe to the channel. Share these videos. Hit that thumbs up button before you guys leave. Very important if you want to support us. Do those three things and that will go a very long way. Trust me. Merch. Link in the video description for the merch. If you want a Mitch Please t-shirt. Mitchell Robinson red hot right now. Get your Mitch Please t-shirts, sweatshirts, and hoodies in the Knicks Fan TV store. Hit that link in the video description. Audio version of the show. If you're going to work tomorrow, you can't watch it on video, you can't watch YouTube, your data plan is running low, you didn't pay your bill, go to the audio version. Spotify, Google Play, iTunes, Stitcher. On the Knicks Fan TV, you will find this show in audio format as well as all the other shows that we do, man. So once again, man, definitely appreciate the support that you guys have been showing us so far. Another great show, Jay Ellis. Shout out Tyon Reed, Above the Rim. Alex Collins, thanks for coming in. Ace Bears, thank you. Michael Parker, thank you. Who you got, Jay Ellis, in your chat?
They call me Tack. Always holding it down. Chat moderator. They call me Tack.
Yes, sir.
Matt B. Bars. Craig Williams is a staple over here, my guys. Craig Williams. Multi-Apples.
TM.
Oh, man. Yeah, Rich Jim.
Yes, sir. Coach Cheeks, appreciate you. The Shells, appreciate you. Ladies Night Thursday, we got Sue York and Trey coming through. And, yeah, Jay Ellis, man, good show as usual. See you on Thursday, my dude. Shout out to everybody on Facebook and Periscope. We didn't forget you guys, but we'll get you guys the next show. And, yeah, man, you guys take it easy. Have a good night, and we'll see you guys Thursday, man.
Peace.